Okay, Happy New Year, everybody. It's Sunday morning, day after New Year's Day. This morning I went out and made a chip and salsa bowl for a guy that works with my neighbor. Gave me a bunch of wood and I told him that I would make something for him. So hopefully he's gonna love it. I'm going to show you a video here. It's not my normal one, but it's how I made it from the start, picking out the wood to the end. And I'll just be doing some voiceovers so you guys can hear firsthand how it was made. Happy New Year. The first thing I do is I went and found myself a piece of wood, black walnut, scribed out 2 circles. The inner circle is where my faceplate will go, and that'll also be the bowl for the salsa. And then the bigger circle is where I'm going to cut it with the bandsaw, and I'll cut it with the bandsaw to make a circle, and then I won't have to carve so much with the lathe to make it round. There you can see I was trying to show you where the circles were. That didn't work, so I said, hey, go on a second. Let me go and grab something, and I got a felt pen and marked the circles, one so I could see where to cut and where to put my faceplate on, and then also so I could show you guys what it looked like. So there's my piece of wood, and it's got the circle, the outer one for my bandsaw, and the inside one will be for my faceplate, and then also I will make that piece the bowl. Once I cut it on the bandsaw, I went back into the shop, took my chuck off, and I took my piece of wood with my faceplates mounted to it, and I put it on the lathe, and I started to round off the outside. This wood, this black walnut, was very dry. I mean, the shavings are like dry pine needles. Which also makes it very hard wood. So, I mean, it's not bad to turn, it's just very hard. And that's why I'm using my carbide tools, because the carbide tools are sharp. So I use the carbide for sharpening it, and then I use some of my conventional tools just to do the smoothing out, like scraping it. And here you can see I've got it about round on the outside. I check it with my hand to make sure it's smooth and round, and then I'm going to the bottom side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that is perfectly level. I actually concave it to the inside just a little bit. Then I'm going to make a mortise here in a second. Once I get it flat, I'll make a mortise, and then I will be able to take and flip it around, take the faceplate off, and mount my chuck back up and put it into the mortise. You can see there I've got an extra line, and that was just for decoration. You see inside there is the mortise. Then I made a little bit more of an indentation, a mini mortise, and then I began to sand it. And sanding is one of my least favorite things to do, but in order for a piece to turn out, you've got to sand it. I'm getting better at it. It takes patience to do the sanding. There, the sanding is done. I went ahead and put some oil on it. You'll see that in a second. I put the oil on, then I'm going to flip it around and put my faceplate off, and then put the mortise side towards my chuck. You see the holes I have there, and that's going to be that round circle. That's going to be my cup. I started with the cup first, start in the middle, and I just, I go both directions. I go in towards the middle and back out until I get my desired depth. I go as deep as I can without going back and drilling into the mortise on the other side. So it'll be a decent sized cup for for salsa. Once I'm done with the inside, I'm going to start doing the place for the chips. So I start making my ridge on the outside of my bowl, and then I work back out to the outside and back to the inside, back to the outside, back to the inside. Just a matter of taking off a little bit at a time. Can't take off a lot of time because it's very thick wood. The bottom, I'm trying to get it down to about 3/16 of an inch, and the sides I've got, I'm going to say they're about 1/8 of an inch. So I've got it fairly thin. Got to be very careful, otherwise you'll blow all the way through. I just keep working at it until I get it right. And then I make it as smooth as I can with my tools, and then I start to sand, which is you're seeing me do here. Sanding it, and then what I'm going to do is I make some shine juice, and my shine juice I made out of a third equal parts, 3 equal parts of denatured alcohol. I'm using oil and lacquer. I put it in a bottle, mix it all together, and then it just brings out the richness in the wood and actually leaves a little shine to it. And there you have basically my finished project. I wipe that all in, I buff it down really good, and use some beeswax on it also, and then you have a finished project. So thanks for watching, and Happy New Year.